CT side are going to be challenging all of that, immediately getting information very early on. He's really flush out a few players as the team to continue their endeavors, but a few frags go the way of the Sitter side now, and they allow for the cross to happen just straight from Ivy. Get the bomb plant down. A few players cover that one. As the CTs now look to try and tap away, Shock has gone down. He's going to swing. Flank coming through. A few players to go down. There's one. He takes down the first man and looking for the next one. But again, friberg back with the bomb, back with the defuse in 5 seconds. He's sticking it. No one's swinging. Not in time, but he's got it. NEOFRAG, he might have got into the frag, but not in time. It is Dignitas with the pistol. Could it be done here? More damage from the team, better at this point. And well, NEOFRAG, he's definitely going to open things up. Happy with that one. As well, forcing
towards construction as of yet. Doesn't want to get his head torn off. He plays a more passive angle over towards B, but he will be tested in just a second. beastik good for one. On towards Forest. Could be traded out. Needs to be careful. Shock will fall back. beastik doubles up. Huge couple of frags for him before he's finally traded out by friberg. Himself is traded out by Shock, and the site locked down. Sinners pick up a first round on the board.
Just beside a bit of map control. See, he's responded with a bit of utility going their way. Just to toss out some of that while hallzerk. He's going to get an entry kill in this match, or in this round now. That will be traded.
The Mac 10s and the weapons brought from the previous rounds. I don't think that's by any means a bad round from them. Good stuff from Sinners. They pick up a 4th round and they go 3.
Actually, if Dignitas decided to stick around, that is, we'll find out. Now, hallzerk, he's sticking around here. Just putting a few players. T side entry found. ZEDKO opens things up. The account for the T side out. Gets himself the first one, but safe passage, or relatively safe at least. Keeps above that smoke, jumps through, but blocking it Air Force, and he now a few kills coming to their way. The CT side, they're doing absolute fantastic God's work here, and they shot them down, and none will fall in the face of
2 rounds. Now for Sinners, what was once a very strong long-term economy is now starting to slightly dwindle, and the same can't be said. However, Oskar opens things up, a huge kill into friberg, and in doing so, they've already taken the man advantage. What a start for Sinners in doing so. Now, well, Dignitas, they may be spread a little bit thin here. They're going for the boost up above the smoke. Transport something, but beastik's good for one. hallzerk dropped, and in doing so now.
Dwindled down. Forest still remains at the B side. He's not really shown himself just yet, but as the swing comes through, that's an easy shot. Oskar, goodbye, you've taken it out, but at the E side, they are about to come barreling through 25 seconds of the clock on the CT side. For a wake-up call on the B-bomb side. beastik now makes the presence known. The B-bomb side will end up falling here. Rotators coming very quick at the CT side. He plays already. What a tap! Like, bro, it shows a bit of his magnificence. Not enough of it. CT side will still end up going it down from NEOFRAG. For default vertigo right now, just waiting on a ramp. CT's not really pushing it, so T side making sure they're ready to go. Oskar will get a frag out of it. He might just get himself taking it down in a second or two. ZEDKO as well. He might be the one to do it. And he would definitely will. Just a bit of a swing, just casually walks in there. And the delivering, especially on the side of Sinners. Like, well, Dignitas, they've still got chances to I'll come back in this map, but not too many really. Difference here, but HEAP about to go for the duel here as beastik approaches. As with Oskar, they come through in a tandem, but 1 and 2. The kills strike their way on the CT side, and now we're going to be shutting them down as well. Responding in kind of 2 kills both ways, and the A-bomb side still there for Dignitas. Standstill for a few more seconds. Was made a next choke with a fantastic headshot as well. Rotation cut off on the B side. hallzerk, he's been spotted as well. In a lot of trouble. He needs to find these plays, but he's not getting him. Another round.
Needed in the round. 3 players to find. NEOFRAG and Shock already good for 1 as well. Look at this angle from ZEDKO. Will even clear him? Of course he does. Time and time again, Lekro just exceeds expectations and picks up another frag, looking to double things up, but it won't quite connect. NEOFRAG good for the trade as he picked up his 2nd round.
Already has been heard. The nades coming through, looking damaged. Not able to get it. Early start to this one. 1 for 1. So far, I believe it has been the T side who've managed to find nearly every single one of those entries early on.
Yeah, it's a really big factor as well, right? So, I mean, for Sinners, when they pick up that first kill, 75.7% of the time, they take the round with it. So that first kill is so all-important. And they keep doing it like you mentioned. However, Lekro, good for the trade to NEOFRAG, may I say, brings it back to a 3 versus 3. And in doing so now, well, Sinners, they have to reset. The problem for Dignitas is they're going to be slightly spread a little bit thin. So be careful not to overextend. ZEDKO just rips off friberg's head. So too easy. So running out to the mouse wheel jump.
You hate to see it. Oh, it's a chart of things you hate to see. It's got to be something to help him in this one, but still very considering this. But oh, Oskar, he's going down to 1 more in the window. He's actually got a chance here. And Shock, he's the one who's on 100 HP, but the next man is going to be all the way towards the stairs and waiting for the time to strike. Electro just juggling guns at this point, not sure what to pick up. He's got to stick that bomb, he's got to try and find these players sooner or later, and there it is, shot. He's got to go for the swing, drops down. There's hello once again, it tips Fedora and Sinners onto 9. Rolling out towards this 13th round. CT is something we haven't really seen from them on the B side just yet. friberg decides to go a bit aggressive. That's the waters here, but the T side I feel like they looked a bit ready. Oh, beastik. Oh, you gotta watch out for this one. He's not gonna be ready. Surely not. Who would it be? There's the first one. Immediately drops a back entry and advantage found for the C or CT side here. friberg as well. He's gonna be on the B side, but now bring it back to the A side of things. And they're still ready. ZEDKO flanking his linchpin for this T side attack towards the B bomb side. Electro, he waits here. Well, they decided to go through. That's one force now. Taking the way still closer and closer towards B bomb side, and now it's going to be a few frags for the CT side. They're looking at a round of 3 very, very soon, unless a 1-on-2 from Oskar comes through 30 seconds. He's got a bit of utility at the moment. Not going to be in his control, though that nade is not really going to touch anyone either. But watch out, that boost is about to come through. Oskar, he sees it, but not in time. It's going to be the CT's Dignitas finally shutting down Sinners after a long absence of the scoreboard. This T side, well, again, it is on them now. And the CT side, again, they try and get a bit more aggressive, but friberg burns to the toast.
With the man advantage, they just can play things together. And the big nade coming through, however, a lot of damage on the 4 players. But beastik good for the frag. That's what really counts. Rips off the head of HEAP, and in doing so, now hallzerk forced alone in towards tunnel. Got to order to find a Molotov or force him back as well into the crosshairs of shock. He's waiting. The bomb in hand, trying to cross. A lot of spam coming through in NEOFRAG. Knows the lineups oh too well. The bomb will go down. And once again, Electro is left in a 1v8 situation. This time, it's a 1v5. And he won't even manage to get one. beastik shuts things out. It's a flawless round for Sinners.
Side, see if they can manage to get something else entirely. But a splash manning a swing and a miss. T-side instead sinking straight down to it now.
We're seeing a good couple.
Well, need to be ready for these plays, and Electro will see that deagle ring down. There's the first one. Taking it slightly too much, but the attack comes in. hallzerk goes for the aggressive instead. He's got one back, and he's up to 2-on-3. Looking to crack with the A side ZEDKO. He'll do that. Bomb able to go down with 10 seconds to spare. CT side onto the 2-on-2 retake. friberg, quick flank. Could be something to watch out for, or maybe not. Oskar instead takes him down, snipes him straight out of that one. And a 1-on-2 now left for Dork. Legend of game here now. We'll see what he can do here. Craft up a miracle or 2. That nade coming through is going to be an absolute touchdown to Oskar instead. Just what he can do at a 2K in this round. And 12 for Sinners in the first half alone. Man is back towards the A side. They've even got a cowboy duel. He's headed out towards Ivy. beastik opens the account. The account has been opened up. 3 kills in a matter of seconds. But a CT side. And now going to be training back and forth here. One man left alone here. He's got a Electro needs to show us what he can do. But again, he's going to be caught in the open out of ammo and a CT side 13. And that could be the end here. Round too much either with that one. But towards AD for the deagle. Look for damage. He's got one. Look at the second. And oh, he's got another one. And the A side's fallen. Get up close and personal. One man still on that side is forced. He's got to go down here. About 4 more to go. The CT side is somehow. The table's turned. They've got a smoke now picked as well. And ZEDKO looks for the first frag. So does find friberg. There's a chance. Now he's taking that one down. Now the smoke as well. They've got a chance. Let's stick a player of the defuse in. Well, they're going to slight gap the smoke over the smoke as well. There's one. But there's the skit defusing, but not enough being found. It is Dignitas stealing the round. Every now and then, who knows if this is one of them. Now Molly's coming through CTs with a long-range duel. Oskar takes him along with beastik. They help each other out in that exchange.
He's moving like Neo from the Matrix, dodging those bullets. Retake coming in, instructions for one. hallzerk with the trade.
Oh, Electro. Look at this, his position. He has covered his teammate as well. As the CTs still looking for the way in, but the T-side, they've got such close angles. It is such a tight choke point to go into as the T-side. They've got the angles, but one frag from NEOFRAG now begins to fire away. He's got 15 HP, 2 players to find, and needs to nail both shots immediately, but not given the chance at 7 for Dignitas. And they are showing us what they can do here on the T-side as well. It'll look very easy, like it could have been born with that. Looking now out towards Ramp at the CT side to take down one for the cost of 1. Ramp got to be slowed down, but the CT side, a bad advantage found for them.
Into a secret.
Now it is coming through 25 seconds. They got to make their way in this one. But to get taken care of, it is NEOFRAG with exactly 1 frag so far. The trade coming through, or maybe not, but there it is finally. Boom, pick that up. plant that bomb, get it down, and make the CT side sweat instead. With a 3-on-2, favoring the CTs. This should be a round they win all day long. There's Oskar, takes down one, and now friberg, the king of banana. There's not banana here on Vertigo. Needs to find 3, but he's got the first one now. 2 more, 6 kills now. Needs to show us what this legend is made of. But as it goes for swing, there's a second, but it's too much at the moment. It will get defused. ZEDKO, he's on it. Shock picks up that second open. Sinners on the 14, breaking the streak of Dignitas. Ragged when it comes to comparison to the CT side of Sinners. But out towards a full-on rush coming through. But you look at this NEOFRAG, he waits, and he's got 3! Shuts them down, and what a massacre. The A side turns to a graveyard.
Oh, they're really on thin ice.
Yeah, backs against the wall. Can't really afford to fail once more. Not again, but he takes one while the trade is coming through very quickly. And control is now there for the CT side of the wall bags. Nearly connecting. Right, gotta watch out of it here. Do not want to walk into that as Molly's now coming through. He walks in. And well, into what was the tease. Now it is ZEDKO. Mentioned the man on the open. He's very good on it, but not as good as hallzerk. The flashes through. Fully blind, can't see a single thing, and Lekro, he's hit it. Also with the shock swing, there it is, one more. Oskar is left alone. A 1-on-4 required. Don't think
should be able to. Maybe shock be a little bit problematic, but it should be okay to drop a couple of SMGs over. Maybe even go for the M4s with limited utility.
Otherwise, they just have been looking good and climbing the ranks with it. But oh, what a disgusting shot is that! Oh, Forrest, he's as well showing us a bit of his experience. Flicking upwards. Now, no one what that can do. Sinners one man down, heap close by, but it's got to be ready for beastik, and the timing does not seem to favor him, but a swing comes through. He's looking for the fight. It doesn't work out. Brehze fully cleared on the CT side. They can hear all the steps towards that B site now. And one man caught it made as well. Lekro is the man lurking so often. A shot he looks to shut them down at the B site. Not happening. Not yet. Oskar, he's here. He's got one of Lekro in mid. And Oskar looks to do more, but needs to go for a miraculous performance at this point. He's got beastik to help him out on the B site as well. Holding his window when the bomb goes down. 11 on the board needed for Dignitas. They've got no chance to falter even once. Otherwise, it's going to be the map done. But hallzerk, he shots down Oskar.
Great, and Sinners. Problematic timing gets the better of him. Lekro, easy for the frag, and in doing so, an 11th round.
Just as they begin their pushes through, but out close by. Players have been spotted, more utility coming through. While beastik is going to begin at the end here for the side of Dignitas. One man down. Now from a 4 and 5, need to recover. But nades will be brought back as well. But look at the push from Shock, and look at Lekro. He's ready. How is he ready for that? Who's looking at T spawn with an AK and hits the shot that easily without any effort? The T's are now sway the odds back in their favor.
In the hands of Lekro that they could expend over. Oh no. Right. Oh no.
That's unfortunate, but it looks like a round just like that. Oskar, who's I'm going for.
Well, for them, I guess the priority is just keeping ZEDKO's M4 ticking over into the next round. Forrest is the lead, and then M4 will be traded out for an AK-47. Lekro going for the aggression through. Needs to be careful not to overextend, and ZEDKO deletes his head. I mean, only consolation for AK. He's being flanked from all angles. Finally, hallzerk will drop him, and in doing so, well, that's no AK.
Come back to remember for the age, for the history books. We'll find out if he added one more to it or not. If NEOFRAG, he says no. He wants to find one. He's got one, but friberg trades him through that smoke. Ready for the push to come through. As this T's had to keep going here. Ramp control's got to be up next. Oskar's got a gap. He's held this a few times. Hasn't really worked out that often. Has not worked out that well, but this time it's got to be hallzerk to fall. And the T side now from 3 on 4. With nothing to fit. But they go in. ZEDKO. Waiting for the flash to come through. There they go. Now out of the swing. That's one. That's 2 more to go down. And he's going to nail the second, or maybe not. Just, yeah, but there it is. And 1 man remains. friberg. He's leading the team, and now he needs to lead by example. A 1-on-4 required for overtime, but he's not got that much chance. He's not even got time. 15 seconds. The CT side. Surely it is going to be this one, unless there's got to be some sort of miracle, but it is not. His Sinners. Heartbreak of a lifetime for Dignitas in 16-14, and no overtime needed here.
Yeah, so just for them now looking to make it work in their favor as they go towards Ram Shock. Good for the first kill towards Lekro, and already Sinners they're taking them.
Nades coming through. All the doors have been opened. Very quickly closed as well. CTs begin their approach. There's one more down to us. friberg finding himself a bit of kills for the Glock, and the team set his feet falling on body. It's 3 plays in total. Going down now 4th as well as ZEDKO. Left for the cowboy dualies. He's got a goes there away. Good rush there.
Yeah, it works in their favour, and in doing so, the T side, they've already off to a good start. Only ZEDKO remaining alive, and he's struggling to do that.
Same as last round. Same position, while the CTs, they've got a bit of a trap here, but it doesn't matter what a tap. You can see the tip at the top of Forrest's head, and well, he saw ZEDKO's very clearly able to connect onto it, but now Oskar going to be baiting himself in here, while NEOFRAG basically holds the garage, tries to buy time, and hopefully no one pushes Oskar before he can do that. $900 now, making it 1250 or 1200, but will be shot down after not too long. It's still close. Good go in favor of the CTs, especially now. And damage is being done. Exactly what Dignitas are afraid of here, but one more deal on that A side, and look at that shock. Another 1-on-2 now. Forrest, big man, needs to show up. Going for the first, he's found him. And now one man remains, but look at the HP. Forrest 12. He runs down towards the lower side, but is he going to be able to still get this one? He's not going to be able to know where Shock is coming from. Last thing he knew, he was towards that ramp heaven position. But the fact that he's already behind him, the door is wide open, and the deagle comes in for the swing and a headshot coming in. Sinners, what a round. It was an eco, basically. A few deagles they managed to get. But that's it.
They're hitting their shots all over the park, and I think that Mag 7, then to the Galil, that double kill towards outside, really spurred the momentum. With the bomb drop, that was lots of information gained, and in doing so, well, they were able to...
But now,
they're
going to be forced, or maybe not. Maybe not.
Yep, Molotov. Oh, doesn't matter anyway. Forrest will just remove his head.
He's too aware, man, and he's just way too aware. And Oskar, well, let's see if he's got to be... He's heard the first man to go up close and personal already, but you do not want us being too far, or maybe you do. He's going for the kills here. He's looking at what he can do. That's one, and ducks back away, but no. hallzerk punishes. Team side are now going to be dropped the bomb as well. Out towards the A side, a few kills have gone back and forth, but at the E side, they've got the advantage of the bomb in their control. As well as that A side, force from heaven strikes once more. Trouble. Now making it double and triple for ZEDKO needed to win the round here. But the bomb going down, seems like he might just have to give this one up. Does not even have a kit. But the op save could be something if he wants to try that. Tries luck at it. Takes down one. Kit collected it. But...
oh, this is getting close for comfort.
Oh no.
Brilliant. From Dignitas. Oh, so aware, and a pincer. Of course.
Go to your account, then voucher, and be ready to type. And well, there you go. That's the code. See if you manage to snatch yourself up something. Vouchers up to
nice and quick.
Euros.
Nice and quick to pick up that one as well.
There you go. You can go skinny bounty column. Well, see what you find. See what you can get if you like some skins. Perhaps they've got you covered on there, but on beastik, he's definitely got a ramp or a lot of swings here. Like, he's been able to get a lot of good stuff here now. Well, there you go. Shock. He's going down. And 2 players remain. beastik towards that A site now. And utility coming through. See what they can find with the defense, but of a singular matter from Mars, it's nothing. Like Rowan instead, it delivers an instant express headshot. T-side.
It's in their favour. It's not looking good for Sinners. One save down 4, and even still it could be punished here. friberg finishes things off, and ZEDKO not even managing to take anything across it.
He looks for the opening frag here, but he's going to watch out for that timing, and also his hallzerk. He's clearing out all the close angle. He's going down to a Shock now. Has his chance for... there you go now. friberg, Forrest actually going for the trade and going for the frag, but not able to get it. Instead, it is Shock. Allowed a few kills here. Well, if he chances it, he set it in 5-on-2. It's not looking great for friberg. Now in a 1-on-5, he's got the first kill already. Bomb has to plant that, but a CT side, all they gotta do is push him. Oskar doing exactly that. If there's that trade as well, beastik will trade. As the Sinners get themselves their second on the board, and about maybe even the 9 mark if we stretch it at this point. It all depends on the CT side, because if they lose this one, well, they're going to be down to nothing but pistols again. They've got a bit of a loss with us, but a 20. Dignitas, they are waiting out the clock as well. Throw comes in. And headshot found. That's a 4-on-4 now. Out of the situation, but a T side now. Trade back toward Oskar. He's got that up.
Through for them. The priority with the 3-2-1 swing here. He's holding the left-hand side. And Molotov comes in deep, swinging through. ZEDKO, good for the frag. Oskar holding in towards door. When he finds the swing coming through. The AK spring that was good for 2. friberg, brilliant, shot things out in doing so.
Consistent form, no matter what maps they are, but they've got the experience and firepower both coming through. But now Shock, let's see what he can do on wrap with Oskar. Go for a 1-for-1 trade. Oh, now on the CT side. Have to go for a bit of a rotate and a retake. A bit of R&R, who doesn't love it? Apparently ZEDKO not even managed to get the first R there, not even rotating in it. But joining in with his teammate, he looks to take the first one here, but he's got close by. There's one. Trade from Forest, now the T side and out. Entry towards the A side has been found. NEOFRAG in heaven. Still careful of ramp, because there were a few players there from the T side, but now 1-on-2 required. He's got one more. NEOFRAG, he's off with a clutch, but nothing. It's not gonna get it. It's stopped by Forest into the end at 8 for Dignitas. They can take a good angle here. Might be able to catch up. friberg should be able to catch him off at this point, but oh, it's awkward. Still managing to take down a 1, but Forest has the next man to get taken down. He's gonna have to watch out himself, but ZEDKO somehow doubling down there on the CT side in the 5-1-3. That did not.
Eagles are really causing an issue for the T side. Dignitas in a 3 versus 5, and while they do have the much more favorable weaponry, they're the ones who cause a lot of damage. All 3 players now.
Oh,
a Deagle body shot away. Yeah.
It is such a deadly affair. No way to get in or out. There's one for them. But the trade's coming through the T side. It will be able to get 1 back. Now, look at this from the Deagle. NEOFRAG, he delivers in 1 man remains. 29 HP, 1 shot required. The CT side stealing around with nothing but Deagles. Starting off with ZEDKO finding 2 outside. And a CZ 75 in his hands. Out towards ramp. HEAP got a distance with the USP. Falls back. The T side happily take control. But hallzerk, 1 tap. 1 shot. Now T side down towards lower sight. It's going to be HEAP waiting close angle. Off angle. USP taps away. 3 heads being popped, and he's happy with those. The T side falling to the ground. 1 man remains. beastik, the IGL, needs to find some kind of a miracle to bring himself
one up and tie things up 8 apiece. This is looking like Dignitas are going to get off to a good start on their CT side. We mentioned how weak their CT side can be. Well, now it's already recovered. Forest finishes things off, but it does not matter. And Forest, the legend of the game, showing why he holds that status. Stunning from him. An absolute massacre.
More convincing. It's got to be the gun rounds here. As we go in for some kind of a round here from the T side. 1 man down over shock. Will trade back. It's T side now. Make their way out towards the CT. Seem to be aware of the possibility, but will they be ready for the man himself? The FAMAS strikes around the corner. Oskar, he's going down at advantage back in Dignitas' camp. However, now slow creeping out towards A's hallzerk here. Does that AK, but shot. He's got the headshot. T side now with 1 man to take down at A side. Well, electro taps away from garage. Takes out 1 more on the T side. A shotgun 16 HP. Has to watch out for friberg on the bomb side. Electro still getting closer. More damage being done. Just bullying the T side. Look at his HP 25. He's not even seen anyone. There it is. friberg. He takes him down. And a 1-on-3 required. 10 seconds. He's got no chance. Shook. You can try and plant that, but we got to be chased down in a second or 2. There you go. Punching those digits. That seems to get the down. It's going to be friberg around the corner. Not even getting it. Dignitas 11. A convincing round again.
Brilliant from them, and they're carrying on this absolute stomp that they're showing so far. They're now 5 rounds out of Sinners and Sinners. They're starting to struggle, really. I think that's even worse. hallzerk, he's picked up the first frag.
And now they are shocked. He will trade back here for that T side of Sinners. Very likely as well to come from the back of it. Shock taking a huge hit to the face, but a T side trade back. Ramp now falls to the hands of Sinners. T side as well. They've tossed that smoke, but they've gone very quiet. Just completely cutting a noise. While Oskar, he's got 1 kill here on that A side and the hallzerk. I guess he's starting to question it. Now, finally making some noise. Bomb will be planted. hallzerk can't really stop that. I don't think he can, but not in time. But Oskar, he's still on the A side, and now all that remains is 1 man, but he's not getting a NEOFRAG. Shots at that down to Sinners. Welcome back to the board. The T side off the ground now, 8 on the board. In a second or 2, with a minute left on the clock. It's got to be more than enough here. A few times, Sinners, they've tried to be very slow and protocol fake towards that A7 out. It's going to be forced in friberg, shutting them down. The bomb dropped as well. He's had it from a 2-on-4, now a 1-on-4. The ZEDKO left his own devices, needing to find a miracle.
On map number 2, who will now be up by 5 rounds, and it's hard to come back from that one, especially with how we're not really seeing Sinners before.
The outsider from the T side early on, CTs trying to do what they can to delay the attack coming through. Over the T side following Oskar over the smoke. Over the crate. He's got 1 hallzerk. He's gone down to the big man. I mentioned him. Out towards the B side. Chase it down at Electro. Do what you can. Get rid of him immediately as soon as possible to back 10. He's going to do the trick, but now he trades it back with A1S. And immediately shot down as well. Sinners, good round so far, and 2 remain.
just maybe a hiccup in a routine showing. They will be able to buy into the next. While they won't be able to pick on AWP, they can still pick up, of course, the
players covering a few different angles. So it comes down to timing now, making their way through towards that B side. One man's been seen by friberg, and he's still going to stand tall with CT side now, fighting 1 or 2 and a third. It is all falling apart here. The bomb has been dropped at the CT side to present themselves. The shots are there, but need to recover from a 2-on-3 shot. He's looking for the next one, but a CT, they surprise again. Next shot from Oskar is going to be a miss, and they jump into him, and friberg steals it away. 14 for Dignitas, and the stack is... It is looking like very likely. Because if this round it does not go to the favor of Sinners, and starting things over the few frags with the CT side as trades keep going and the dust settles, it is the Dignitas with the man advantage. Ramp control has fallen to the side of Sinners. Some shots connecting and some others not. But the M4 has found yet another victim on the CT side. Out into it, but we can't really do too much about it. That Molly is going to burn ZEDKO down to 68 while on a ramp. Oskar trying to bring it back into contention, but a 1-on-3 now required it right around the corner. Lekro has played him. And there you have it. Round, it is done. Dignitas reaching that point. It is going to be them on 15
rounds, and I think it did come off the back of the bit of a lackluster first half for them. They needed a stronger showing on their CT side to really give them that.
7-3 lead for Dignitas on the T side. They managed to claw their way back to a 7-8.5, but well, still not enough really on the CT side just to get that many rounds, because the T side was not enough from Sinners. Well, here, they start things down with a man down and 2 players for the Lekro now finding a second one. You start to make their way out towards that A side, currently vacant. Is NEOFRAG only one who can still anything or do anything about this push as of right now? But well, we'll find out what he can actually do with the T-side utility coming through and the players following through. NEOFRAG with the bomb site, waiting with the USP, looks to tap away, one found, but that's the only victim. And the A side falls to the kill so far. Dignitas, all they have to do is wait. He presented a few CTs, one head is popped already, and well, ZEDKO 1-on-4, his head rings out, 22 HP remains, and 1-on-4 at this point it seems more than impossible. 1-on-4 turns to 1-on-3, but Lekro shuts that down again. It is the pistol for Dignitas. But Dignitas doesn't hold shift out towards A. The deagle near frag, that is something at least to look out for. Scout now piling up another one, but maybe not the tag instead. Now the deagle has a chance at 3 kills. NEOFRAG is absolutely, utterly destroyed now. 3 kills for him. And the T side down to time. One shot for that one. He's only going to do his push, and they've got it. Oh, they've done it. T side Dignitas, they play themselves with the time waited out a bit too long, and friberg left to save that AK, but Sinners, they're on the board.
Flashbang coming through, will quite find it, and force back. Now he needs a supporting flashbang. friberg swinging in through, good for the first. beastik, ZEDKO to shut things down. Forest good for 1 though. In with the trade, make that 2 and 3. Huge from Forest, opening up this site, but will be left now in a 1 versus 2. He's good for the first 3, but he's an ace in the round to see things out. Swinging through, spots the head and finds it. The SG, even though he got the nerf, it's finding the frags. Oskar dropped, and Forest looking for the ace in the round. NEOFRAG making his way from graffiti. It's 1 versus 1. It's the old god versus the new god. Lots of damage done. This swinging SG picks up the 5. Brilliant from Forest. An ace.
Well, the rest of them not looking too hot, but now out towards that ace. That's going to be NEOFRAG defending down. M4 takes down the first man close by. Still, HEAP looks to trade. Through the smoke they go, and into the executioner. HEAP takes down both. And the A side ends up falling. CT side rotations being made. Well, now, let's see if they can manage to retake that bomb side, or will it work out for this T side here? Well, ZEDKO, he's got the first kill already. T side, they've got a bit of utility. They can try and flash their way through. On long as well. The eagle takes down 1. That's a big flank going to ZEDKO. Well, he's not really got too much covers for it.
Yeah, brilliant from Dignitas. Their T side looking a little bit more convincing, and I think it's all come off the back of that ace from Forest. The momentum swung heavily in favour. Waiting, aware. Brilliant for the first frag. Opens things up, and in doing so, there's now an advantage advantage. Oskar holding it behind, but won't quite find it. With spray, HEAP gifted a second, and once again, HEAP picking up 2 to opens things up. friberg is one of his own towards beastik. In a matter of seconds, it's all onto 1 man. Shock in a 1 versus 5, M4 in hand.
No way's going. So far, fantastic start, and you can see the money as well. But even plays about to get another flawless round for them. And now, NEOFRAG. That's the entry being found, but trade coming through. hallzerk as well with the A1S. Taps back. And with taps back, claps back, you could say. Oskar still sticking around here for a long time. I think he has been spotted and shook as well. Looks to try and help him in. This one is swing coming through. He's not caught off guard by it. Not expecting a 3-man setup onto A, but Oskar, he's been pitifully tapped away there. At the east side.
They may have left things too late, making their way on towards B. The flashbang comes through, but ZEDKO remains alive. Swinging through beastik, trying to find one. Spots the information. ZEDKO good for him, but only one shot in for the trade on towards friberg.
Collect that one, but no! Goes for the duel, and Lekro, a madman. He does not care about the sinners at all in these upcoming rounds here. Not looking for something, Oskar. He's got the chance for the entry, for the opening. The scout does nail the first head. Gotta get Oskar and the scout. Getting a bit of action on long, and another one of the headshots. He's finding a lot of action here, looking for the third as well, but not able to connect onto that one. I think enough. The bomb got to be planted on 4 3 on 5. Turning to 2 on 5. The boost. It does work out at 2 on 5. Now, hallzerk, Lekro. Let's see what you can do. CTs. 4 of them coming in from short. It's got to be absolute massacre here. Lekro has got 2 angles to look at and needs to spot the timings, but here's one. Now here's the second hallzerk. He's got to be taken down at Lekro in the 1-on-4 now. Looks to find something, but he's got to get it done either. Sinners, they steal around back, and what a way to do it.
Yeah, I mean, they needed that one, right? It was looking like it was going to get very, very messy towards the latter part of this first half, and fortunately for Sinners, they pick up a 4.
Looking for exactly that. HEAP in connector. That's got a chance to towards the right behind him, but the CTs. They are not going to allow for that in. Round over before it even gets started. Now, up next is hallzerk up the ladder. Shokes just runs it straight up. And Lekro left in a 1-on-5. The last round didn't work out in his favor. And I highly doubt this one is going to go that or his way either. Really is over before it even gets started. Sinners walk over this D-side offense right now. And 5 with the board for Sinners. Instead of ZEDKO, he's hitting me on the second up this time. So far, so good for him. 13-8 in stats. These Oskar, he's coming in as well. A double up on A. Something you don't see too often, but let's see how it works out of both kills. Both ops finding kills now. T side and a 3-on-5. And Sinners, they are picking up a lot of pace here. A lot of steam. As well, another 3-on-5 for Dignitas. As they make their way out towards B, it's going to be shock here. Waited perfect flashbang. Lekro with perfect entry as well out towards the B side still. ZEDKO dancing around the pillow, but will be traded back on the CT side of 3-on-2 now. With hallzerk close by, get that bomb down first. That's got to be your number 1 priority. Looking for the swing. There it is, beastik. 1 more and 1-on-3 required. He's not going to get anything out of it. Now the CTs completely take care of them once again. Sinners, now the gun rounds are starting to work out.
Yeah, I mean, that's such an unfortunate way.
With the side already. Make that push through into CT, so let's see how they hold here. As Shock on first line says no thank you. He joins in with a few more on the T side now. Track with it, he can force them back, but they have drawn them away. ZEDKO, he's still here as well. He's hiding with Oskar on the rotate. He's gone down to 2-on-2. T side, oh, they gotta be aware of ZEDKO's position. Lekro does not seem aware, but now here comes the M4. Says well, hello again, but a T side. Now he, the only man who could do anything about it, the new kid on the block, has found the first one, and ZEDKO. It is ZEDKO on the move, on the prowl, and on the hunt, but now here comes that swing, and a CP nails him! The 1-on-2 coming through, Dignitas 8. Likely here, full on B, rush Lekro again, finds the entry. So far he's doing extremely well for his team, but Oskar's spotted playing on short at the CT side, and they deny again! The T side, look at them just being annihilated. It's a 1-on-3. Lekro, he needs to step up and massively an ace clutch required. The bomb is dropped out towards Monster as well. CT side plays the swing, but look at him. Look at NEOFRAG as well. He's walking in. He's got his back against turned. And Lekro, he's going to go down to slight struggles, but it doesn't matter. Sinners at 7-8-half. They do complete a slight.
That's why they're playing things so slow. No overextension, no real aggression as of yet. It's all down to this one. Also, friberg, though, shooting things down, and Lekro gets one of his own. beastik does manage to pick up one, but the absolute trades are coming in a matter of seconds. It's all on to ZEDKO. That round went from something to nothing in a match.
Quick with 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Here's that flashbang force. Gotta say hello with that flash. He's got it fully blind on the other side. Able to take him for the trade coming through. It has to give away the T-side of game plan, but Lekro on the side as well. He still remains. Back to an even situation, but at what time? It's 20 seconds. It can't stop that bomb blood even one. That's going to be huge. There's one. The M4 continues, but beastik shuts him down. But here's the flank as well. He got to watch out before this for 10 seconds. Planting safe. It's going to be a quick retake here. friberg already from the back with his MP9 making a lot of noise. But now the 1-on-2 has to make do, and he's got the first one. Now one more remains. Oskar playing around the smoke, playing around that bomb, and friberg, he's got no clue. He's got to try and stick that even, but here's the AK. Oskar shuts him, and Sinner's up to 8. It's dinner time. It's going to try and do some damage for the CT side. Now let's see how the defense holds. The first man is going to be the line of the CTs, and immediately taking them as well. A few frags have got the wave of the CT side. It is not enough so far, but still fighting for survival, struggling in the 1-on-3. We haven't come through. The flash is perfect, and NEOFRAG with the last bullet connects. And Sinner's a B rush works out. That is exactly like I said, the real test, but it is taken a blind at hallzerk. It's going to be the first man to be tested here. Crashing into his ZEDKO, going to be tested already, but now looking for the frags. T side able to deal with the first one. The second, too much. But do you want to have it come through in terms of trade? See, to get even one out of this one, it's got to be dangerous situation with CT side of it. Now the shadows give it away. T side, there they go. One. Now trade and damage has been done. Shockey's low HP 5, and now one more remains. But Oskar does trade. 5 seconds to get the bomb down, just barely in time to force as well from the same. Get closer, gonna try and bait him out, but no, Forrest, he's taking it. 10 seconds, never mind, gets up, and now the deagle comes in for the swing, and Forrest, he nails him! And Dignitas, they steal the round. 5 deagles, 5 kills, and the defuse coming through. Sinners, not what you wanted to see.
Brilliant. And the eco working in favour.
I'm gonna try and do that once again. friberg so close, he's gonna be go hold flash right, but it doesn't matter. 2 kills, deny entry, and one more from a short. It's going to be beastik to pull him down in the next list. But here's Shock saying hello. And gives the CT side a bit of a shock as well. We'll have to go for the retake and need to play together. They've got a slight amount of utility before it gets close, looking for the legs. And he made it. Now fighting for 1 and a second. It is the trade in an instant. Dignitas continue the CT side now. After that eco win. At least Sinners to get that bomb down. That's going to give them a chance again, but it is not looking great for the side of Sinners right now. The economy, look at it all over the place, like I said.
But now Dignitas, they're looking brilliant and very, very calm and collected. The aggression hallzerk could be punished here, but it will be. Shock good for 1, but a quick trade there from Let Crow brings it back to a 4 versus 4.
Here in the opener, but he just might have to be. Flashback coming through the CT's follow, not enough ammo. friberg takes him down, and Dignitas to hold on. 1 smoke, 1 nade. That's all the utility T side have. The CT's getting forward. Now makes his presence known. Gotta be going down immediately. CT's still about to unfold here. Just calm before the storm. Now he comes through. There's Letro says hello with the A1S, but he nearly traded again. Keeping it close and keeping us guessing. 1 man remains. The big guy, he needs to step up and can't do it. Oskar shuts him down at 10. Double digit for the side of
24 for Dignitas. Just a deco for them.
It is. They've managed to pull this off once already, so in a bit of their own utility. NEOFRAG now is going to be left on the flank instead as the T attack the bomb side. Going to be anything but the T side of the Eagles 1 and 2. Here's the third as well, nearly there, but not able to get it. Not yet. But here's the next one. That's again damage being done to the CT side. Look at them in a 1-on-1 now. friberg, all he needs to connect is 1 bullet. The bomb dropped over to water. That is the worst case scenario. Gotta run back towards the side, but he's not got time. He can try and get that down, but
I think
stick that back now. Look at the swing coming through, and friberg, he's got it. By not peeking CT, so I'd have stolen another round of deco again. Something round. Nothing is something. A 5-round comeback needed for overtime here. On the first level of Vertigo, we were teased. It's gotta be hallzerk looking for it. Shot fired, but not able to connect T side. Now, here's that push, and hallzerk keeps taking the fight straight to the feet.
Oh, no way.
2 kills now. But it's ET side, they're trading back and forth. Dignitas 2 kills away, and now just 1 Oskar. He's the only one who can stop this. As Dignitas, they close things out 16-10 on map number 3.
Brilliant from the Scandinavian side. The mid-round cause exquisite, the utility perfect, and the fragging